Guess where we are? Okay, the final product of this tutorial is a Webster, or a one-footed front. Okay, this is a continuation of the roll tutorial, and again we're going to start you off on the ground, teach you how to flip up, kip up, progress you to a roll flip, progress you to a handspring, and then using the techniques from the handspring, get a Webster. If you can already do this one, you might pick up some new techniques that might improve it for you. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to take you through the techniques of the flip up or the kip up, whatever you want to call it. It was actually proven to be one of the fastest ways of getting off the floor. So if you fall down, it could take you 3, 4, 5 seconds to stand back up. If you use the technique, half a second, if that. Let's work it out.
The first thing you need is a good bridge position, because when you take off, you are flipping into the bridge position. Remember to take off the top of your shoulders, not your neck, and use your hands to push. And when you land, aim to sit directly above your feet. When kicking out, you should try and aim for about a 45-degree angle.
Okay, progression 2. This is the only time we'll ask you to roll with your head between your hands. Okay, with this one, you want to put your hands ahead of your head. Because if I put my hands and head down together, my hands finish way back there, and I can't get up. So what you want to do is put your hands ahead of your head, and you finish next to your head. Okay, one more.
Practice placing your head through your arms, so it's your shoulders that hit the ground first. Now it's the same as progression 1, the flip up.
Next progression is the handspring. We're going to show you how to whip your legs and the correct position for your head and your hands. Let's start.
A lot of people get this one wrong. You need to keep your arms locked out straight and your head right back. Your spine will follow what your head does, so if your head is back, your spine will arch. Don't tuck your head in. Your spine will follow and curve into some kind of crazy roll. The first leg you put down is your power leg. This is the leg that you need to whip as hard as you can to get the rotation. If you whip this leg hard enough, it can literally lift you off the ground.
Action. Okay, the final progression for this is the Webster, or one-footed front somersault. And the technique for this is your right leg is what keeps you off the ground long enough for your back leg to get the rotation. The smaller you tuck, the faster you will rotate. Check it.
This time your power leg just keeps you off the ground. It's your back leg that you need to whip as wide as you can to create a huge rotation. Then when you tuck into a smaller rotation, the spin speeds up. Finally, try this one with straight legs to get a clean walkover.
Okay, the Webster isn't really a parkour movement. It's more for creativity, to give your style personality. So you can be like cheeky and quirky with it, like on the bench, sit down, jump up, sit down. You can also use it for step up, so on this. Many different things you can use it for. Walls. Okay, I like to make it dangerous, so a Webster on a thin wall. Or precision Webster. So this grey line here, I'm gonna aim for it. Felt inside. Well, you get me. Websters are a beautiful move, and if you add them to your movement, I'm sure you'll benefit some way from it. See you later. Guess where we are? Fingers everywhere.
No, this TV.
Okay, the final product of today's...
Today's what?
Okay, the final product of Okay, so like the roll tutorial, we're going to start you off on the floor. Okay, the final product of today's tutorial is a Webster. So we're going to beat you up. To a roll flip, to a handspring, and then finally a Webster. Let's get to it. Okay, the final product of today's tutorial is a Webster. This is a continuation of the roll tutorial, and again we're going to start you off from the ground, teach you how to do a kip up or flip up, progress to a roll flip, then a handspring, and then using a similar technique to do the Webster. Stop blowing that whistle. Okay, today's tutorial will be proven to be one of the fastest ways to get off the floor. So if you fall, then you if you fall down and you take 5 seconds. Okay, progression 2. This is the only time we'll ask you to roll with your head between your hands. Don't bother. Time we'll ask you to roll with your head between your hands. No. This is a one-footed front somersault, and your legs are doing 2 separate things. Fright leg. Your fright leg. Okay, the final progression is the Webster, or one-footed front somersault. And the technique for this is your right leg is doing this, and your left leg is doing this. Final progression is the Webster, or one-footed front. It's yours, Tom.
What?
Yours, Tom. Okay, the Webster isn't really a parkour movement. It's kind of more used to develop style and give your movement personality. Go up. Between your hands.
Wait till you straight down flip.